Do you know why in many adverts women are consexualized? Most women complain that all men want is their bodies and they never try to be affectionate. Greetings from whichever part of the world that you are streaming from. Welcome to my podcast on Boses Radio 82.1 FM.
The radio station you can't live without. This is your radio.
The home of raw talents. This being the month of love, I'd like us to talk about womanhood. Life is a precious gift granted to all humans through women. Women are the salt of the earth. Life is unimaginable without women, but most of us fail to understand what is meant by the term womanhood. What best defines womanhood? To many guys out there, and even women themselves, they think womanhood is all about the physical aspect. Long hair, being brown, black or white, or having a higher voice. But is this the real definition of womanhood? According to Cambridge Dictionary, womanhood is a state of being a woman. If we look closely at the noun state, we realize it is a particular condition that someone or something is in at a specific time. Now, looking at our subject matter, we can say it is a transition from one stage to the other. In some African cultures, womanhood is said to be achieved after undergoing female circumcision. During the 19th century, a new ideology about women circulated. This ideology defined women as pillars of virtue who represented value of piety, purity, submissiveness, and domesticity. Do you know why in many adverts women are consexualized? Yeah, the answer is as you think, to capture your attention. But deep down, underlies something special. The feeling of east or west, home is the best.
Number one means you're always on top. Your number one radio.
A common shared thought among many men worldwide is that they spend many years viewing women as object of their affection, rather than complex people with feelings, wants, and needs of their own. The belief that women are trophies still permeates through our cultures, whether it is in the media, education sector, or simple everyday conversation. I have to admit that objectification of women is so pervasive that I wasn't even aware that I was complicit in it. Media also paints a picture that women should be viewed for, or rather, in most occasions, it sells the idea that women are a commodity of pleasure or love interest for men, like in the sitcom Family Matters, where character Laura is Steve's love interest. Growing up as a child with malleable brain, you as a man will spend decades viewing women in this manner. Women too play a part in how men view them, by momentarily viewing their own bodies from the perspective of the person objectifying them. They become preoccupied with their own physical appearance and sexual values. According to the novel titled His Needs, Her Needs by Willard Harley, it's documented that men and women have great difficulties understanding and appreciating the value of each other's needs. Most women complain that all men want is their bodies and they never try to be affectionate. So recently I came across a group of female friends who complained vehemently that after they thought both them and their dates had the right chemistry, whenever they cuddled up for a little kiss, their dates became sexually immediately. Many men equate affection as synonymous with sex, something that leaves women feeling disillusioned and used. According to Willard Harley, a man who growls, "I'm not the affectionate type," while reaching for his wife's body to satisfy his desires for sex is like a salesman who tries to close a deal by saying, "I'm not a friendly type. I have another appointment waiting for me." Women also ought to understand that men cannot live without sex. The typical girl cannot understand a guy's deep need for sex. He isn't pawing and grabbing at her because he has turned into a lusting monster. He's doing so because he needs something very badly. No lady should take advantage of that, because not once or twice will you hear a typical woman saying she deserves all his wealth because of how she used to give in to his sexual desires. That makes you weak and subconsciously alerts men that you sell your body to the highest bidder. As we come to the end of our podcast, I'd like to borrow words from Mark Major, who said that most men want submission from women before earning that role and position in her life. Ever watched a video of lions mating in the wild? That powerful male lion must earn that lioness's submission. She doesn't give it up freely or easily to just anyone. She respects her womanhood.
Number one means you're always on top. Your number one radio. The music just feels so good. You're on the number one.
I go it, if not 10 years, he could take. And only you feel like in my fire. Girl, won't you be mine? Where you there? She a fit see you today. In your body, feel cut in my wire. All over you too fine. Eat your banana like monkey. Body sweeter than turkey. Slowly roll it down like those speed. No, they take on far from me. Shorty go down, down for me. Waiting go so far, now money. Girl, nobody solo me. You're too short, enter for me. All over, all over, all over, all over, all over again, yeah. Where you are, no be like so divine. So you fit the color my bed, yeah. All over, all over, all over, all over, all over again, yeah. So you go there beside me, yeah. Me never see this kind of love, yeah. You make me one day far, yeah. Say you go cause it casala. My girl, you know be a shana. Me, I be the one for you, see. I give you Louis back and Gucci. The way you boogie down is stupid. I'm stupid, yeah. Eat your banana like monkey. Body sweeter than turkey. Slowly roll it down like those me. No, they take on far from me. Shorty go down, down for me. Waiting go so far, now money. Girl, nobody solo me. You're too short, enter for me. All over, all over, all over, all over, all over again, yeah. Where you are, no be like so divine. Say you fit the color of my bed, yeah. All over, all over, all over, all over, all over again, yeah. So you go there beside me, yeah.
The music just feels so good. You're on the number one.